Yo, what's going on? Your boy is back at it again. Drams on deck. Whew. Today, when I said we have a heavy hitter, that's an understatement. We do have a heavy hitter. The George T Stagg. Yes, sir. This right here is a very, very sought after, hard to get bourbon. And when I say that, I'm really underselling it. That's to say the least. This bad boy is a 2019 edition. I don't know if the bright's picking up, but anyway, if you cannot see, it's a 2019 edition. This one right here is bottled at 58.45% alcohol, and it is, I would say, a well sought after bourbon. This one right here, I've been stalking this particular bottle for months. I mean, I'll say almost a year. Months is an understatement. I recently bought this. If you look at it, it's about 40% gone. And I had this bottle exactly 7 days. So in 7 days, I put a massive hole in this already. So I had to slow it down. I was like, I got to get a review in. I would have vlogged my pickup of it, but I was just got off work. It was late. It was quick, and it was like a quick, I guess I'll say, split the moment type of decision. Like, okay, I want to finally get it. Now, I don't know if you ever saw the prices online, if you ever Googled it, but if you Google George T Stagg, the second market prices is ridiculous. This bottle right here, it's a strong punch to the gut. Not just on alcohol volume, but in price. This one right here sets your boy back $500. But the bad thing about it is that the MSRP or the retail price of this is only $100. But the problem is, it's hard to get it at $100 because it comes out once a year, and only in certain areas do they sell it at MSRP. And the places that do sell it normally have a raffle, or they hold it for their favorite customers. So, and you have to be in certain areas. In California, where I live at, you're hardly ever going to find this at that price. The only way you can get it at that price is if you have a serious connect. I had a connect. I got it from Texas Wine and Spirits. I'm in the San Diego area, Carlsbad to be exact. I got this from my man Ryan. He's the owner of the Texas Wine and Spirits. This particular bottle right here is he was selling it for $700, but he sold it to me for $500 out the door, tax included, because I'm a loyal customer and I give him a shout out. So thanks to Ryan, Texas Wine and Spirits. If you're in the San Diego or Carlsbad area, check them out. Back to this. I know like $500, good lord, but to be honest with you, it's a good and bad day when you say $500 for $100 bourbon is a steal. And when I say that, because let's just suppose that you're not going to get in a retail price, okay? Which is, it's possible, don't get me wrong, but it's very, very hard to do. It all depends on what state you're in. Where I'm from originally in Ohio, you can get it for that, but the problem is when it comes out once a year, you better be one of the lucky ones that actually are in line when it comes, because the same day it's released, it's going to be the same day it's gone, probably within a couple hours if they don't have people lined up. So this one right here set me back $500, but the normal going rate on this, the cheapest I've ever seen is really around $600 on to be honest with you, around here. Like I said, the guy is selling it for $700, but I was in Vegas not too long ago, the other week to be exact, and this was listed at $800. I called another store, and it was listed at $1,200. So I bought it for $500. So like I said, second market price, that is a great second market price. The original MSRP price is the one that's really, really hard to get. So I finally broke down. I wanted to try this for a long time, and I guess the thought of just having this in my collection, reviewing it for you all, and it just broke me down after a while. Because a month ago, literally around the corner from here, I can literally walk to the store how close it is. They had a raffle in February. I also mentioned that in my Stagg Jr. vlog that I missed out on a raffle in February, which is this past month. And the guy sells it. If you win the raffle, he only had one bottle. So it wasn't like he had 3 or 4 bottles. He had one bottle of this exact one, 2019 George T Stagg. And the winner can buy it at $100 because he normally sells it at $700. Obviously I didn't win it. So that kind of broke me, hurt my heart a little bit. And so I just said, to hell with this. I'm just going ahead and just get the bottle. So I called my guy, he hooked me up, and this is what it's at. So George T Stagg, 2019. And like I said, this one right here is hard to get. And like I said, I had it for literally 7 days, and I'm 40% done. So I'm pretty much almost drunk up to $250 in a week. So I said, I got to slow this down. I got to put a review in here, and I got to make this shit last. You know what I'm saying? This is not an everyday thing. Even though it lasts week has been an everyday, but I got to slow this down because this is something, like I said, that is extremely expensive, hard to get, and I definitely want to spread it out a little bit more and keep it around as much as I can. So that being said, I'm going to jump right into the review and tell you what I think. Right quick on the nose. Ooh. Right out front, you can smell the alcohol. The alcohol is prevalent. But underneath that, and keep in mind, this is 15 years old, believe it or not. So this is probably the most aged bourbon I've had. I've had another 15-year-old, but I've never had anything over 15 years in the bourbon world. I've had it in Scotch, I've had much older, but in bourbon, this is the oldest I've ever had, is 15. So obviously, 15 years, I smell oak. I get a little small hint of some kind of spice. I'm not exactly keen on the spice per se, but spice, oak, and alcohol flavors what I'm picking up. And just a very faint hint of vanilla, but very faint. But prevalent on my nose, alcohol, but it's not aggressively like just off-putting. You get a hint of alcohol, you can feel the alcohol punch. Then you can also pick up the oak, a little bit of spice, and just a tad vanilla. And that's the prevalent on here. And believe it or not, this 58.45% is the lowest proof of George T Stagg ever. I think this is the first time it's ever dipped below 60%. Some of these previous editions had one edition that's bought at 72%. Straight ether. This right here at 58, even with 58, you still can feel it. So just putting it out there. They're known to have a high alcohol volume. But the good thing about that, you can take it down with water if you need to. This one right here, like I said, man, it's like I said, on the second market, I mean, don't get me wrong. I did enjoy dropping that $500. I really didn't. But price-wise, second market, that's almost as good as it gets, at least around here in California. That being said, I'm going to jump right here on this palate. Let's go. Whoa! I felt that first punch. And as I always say, normally the first sip is the strongest. Your palate, your taste buds get sensitized to the heat, the flavor. For me, the second, third sip on is straight butter for the most part. But the first one is a strong one. That being said, I'm gonna jump right on another sip. Saturate your tongue in a little bit more. Well, there's some aggression there, but beyond that high alcohol volume, there's a lot of flavor behind it. Oak, honey. You get like a dark raisin, like a char flavor. You hit a spice, like some nutmeg or something like that. It is very strong. When you first go in, I get the oak, mid palate. That's when the spice comes in, and it's very prevalent. To me, the sweetness necessarily is very mild. It's not like super sweet per se, but you get the spice, the oak, vanilla. You get that nice, very prevalent punch of alcohol. That being said, I'm gonna put a little bit of water in it, see if it alters the flavor as such. So, swirl this bad boy around. I like to use my ice. I like to keep metal balls in to keep my drams nice and cool. I normally keep my glass in the freezer along with the ice ball, so it mellows it out, keeps it nice and cool without having to add water to it, unless I want to, obviously, which I just did. But all in all, this one right here is, in the bourbon world, this is what you call the top tier in the bourbon world for most aficionados. So, like I said, it's definitely not easy to get. And if you do get it, like I said, be prepared to pay. going in, I knew that if I was gonna get this bottle, unless I got lucky at a raffle, I was gonna have to fork over some cash. So that's why I went on and did it. Like I said, I've been stalking this for a while. So, also, as you see, I have the junior here, which I also reviewed. So this is a family affair. I got the senior, I got the daddy, and the junior right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's a family affair. So in due time, if I can get, I'm gonna get more editions of this junior for sure. The senior, we'll see. That being said, let's see what this water does for it. The water brings the punch down. The flavors are still prevalent, but I think the oak and the spice linger on a lot more. The water mellows it out, definitely. With or without the water, I think that the spices, the oak is still going to be there. So depending upon your palate, the finish may be more or about the same. Just depends on you. Me, I still taste like the finish is still there, but the flavor is pretty much similar. Just like I said, this one right here is man, it was really challenging. Well, now that I have it, my honest opinion of it is here. So to me, if we just eliminate the price, right? Because obviously, I knew going in $500. I knew in my mind, like, okay, I don't think it's not going to taste $500 worth, because there's a lot of Drams I can get that's excellent. It won't cost me $500. So in my mind, this was a one-time purchase, because I knew whether I loved it or not, I'm not probably going to spend another $500 on this bottle, even if I loved it, just because I just far other things I can get that's way cheaper, that won't break the bank in that sense. So so I knew this was pretty much a one-time purchase. And that being said, if I just eliminate the price, just act like it didn't exist, and I just judge this off the taste merit alone, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, in my opinion, this George T 2019 version, for me, comes in at an 8, 8.5. I enjoy it. It's a very good dram. The flavor profiles are pretty good. I enjoy the flavor profiles. The only ways, to me, I guess the only reason why I wouldn't give it a 10 if I just eliminate the price, just because to me, I wouldn't say that the flavors are unique. They are very good, don't get me wrong, but I definitely enjoy this nevertheless. But there's nothing that I've never tasted before, and that they are very good. So I guess that's the reason why in order to get a 10 for me, it's got to have some uniqueness and just out of the park crazy balance. I really enjoy this, don't get me wrong. And for $100, I would definitely, I would see myself buying something like this again. Maybe, different years have different taste buds. To me, 2019 is good, but I heard other versions are better, like the 2016, 2017. There's different batches and different years are better from what I've heard. I wouldn't know, because the only one I've ever had was this one. But that being said, 2020 comes out this fall. I'm going to be looking to get my resources back in Cleveland, where I'm from, to see if I can get this at retail price. And if so, I'll pick up 1 or 2 bottles for sure at retail. I put the word retail. Would I buy another bottle in that price range? Hell no. But going in, like I said, I already knew that. So my expectations of it, regardless if it was good or bad, I knew this is a one-time only for me. At least in that price range. Now, let's suppose I can get it for, like, we'll say a little bit over at retail. Let's suppose someone's selling it for $170 or $180. I still would swing that. But $500, like I said, keep in mind, rather, $500 was actually a deal. It normally costs $700. So if I was just an average Joe that walked in that store, I would have had to drop like $750 on this bottle. So like I said, $500, it ain't even worth it, let alone $750. So for all those who are the same shoes as me, you're a bourbon geek or a bourbon guy, he's like, oh my God, I want George T Stagg, should I get it? My opinion is no, not for that price, not for the crazy, ridiculous price that, because markup that's 5, 6, 7, 8 times markup. I wouldn't do that. The only way I would buy this bottle again and I was trying to resell it. So if I was buying this 2019, let's suppose, it was, I get every year is pretty high. So let's just suppose I was to buy this bottle and hold it for 5 years and try to resell it. I can maybe get a little bit more, But to me, I didn't get in this game to resell. I get in this game to enjoy it. I wanted to, to really share these reviews with you, people who enjoy good spirits like myself, and we can all comment on it and talk about our experiences, online about it, get a conversation going. So I buy this to enjoy with my friends, family, and myself, and with you guys. I didn't get in this game to resell, so that's not really my spirit, So would I resell it? No. I mean, if it was some crazy way I was happen to just get crazy, like I could get this at retail, I could get 3 bottles, I might would keep 2, and if anything, I would just sell it to one of my friends or family who want it. Like I just got, there's some people in my family who might want this, so I would sell it to them, but I wouldn't just be trying to sell them on the market. But that's just myself. So it's a very good dram, 8.5 for me, solid. Price is ridiculous, and I knew that. So like I said, so if you were at the store and you see this for we'll say $600 and up, is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. It's very good, but it's not worth that price. 6-7 times markup, absolutely not. Only way I would do that again is, like I said, if I was looking to resell, I would have to hold it and resell it. If I knew some people was willing to spend $800 and, if I could get it for $500, so I can make a $300 profit. I mean, if I truly knew that, then maybe. But I'll say a resale, negative. Should you spend that kind of money on this? It's just not worth it. Very good though. So, like I said, George T Stagg on deck. Like I said, I have been really chasing this bottle, and I finally got it. Like I said, I had to break out the little the ends. Like cost me $500 Washingtons, but that's why I came to share experience with you guys. So, like I said, man, George T on deck, yes sir. 2019, your boy will be bourbon hunting in 2020. Well, I might as well say 2020 this year for the new release. Wish me luck, and hopefully I can get it at retail. If I cannot get it at retail, you will not see another 2020 review on my channel, because I will not refuse to spend that kind of price again on this bottle. So if I get lucky, then I will give you a 2020 review. So wish us luck, you know what I'm saying? So hope you enjoyed the review. Drams on deck, coming with more heat. Yes sir. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe button if you like this and you enjoy this. I got more hot reviews. I really appreciate the support, all you guys. Thanks. Drams on deck. Yes sir.